You're
Hello,
live.
everybody.
What's up, everybody? Merry Christmas.
Never fails, Sonny. Never fails. Welcome, everybody, to the last of the lives that we're doing specifically for the Route 66 Passport Run. And I was just telling everybody on the screen that you see right now that it's becoming real for me, like really real. Like the time is so close. I don't know how everybody else is feeling, but that's the way I feel. Like I can't believe it's here already. Right now right now is like crunch time for us to get everything done and out the door to you guys. And
Well, we leave in 9 days, so there's still a couple weeks there. You guys have, but we're leaving in 9 days.
yeah,
So we're trying to get today. I think we got everything except for the coins in. So we'll be able to ship out packets this week.
woohoo! Which is earlier than we thought we were going to. So, all right, for those of you just joining, and while I'm talking, if you in the comments you guys want to put when are you guys leaving and heading to Chicago or Pontiac, Illinois? Is that a day beforehand? Is that 2 days? Is that a week? Put in the comments. I think it'd be cool to see where everybody's coming from. But anyway, so this is the Route 66 Passport Run that Sunny and I are hosting with the crew you see on the screen right now and a few others that have helped us. It's a passport run doing Route 66 from Pontiac, Illinois to Victorville, California. So far, we have 90 registered riders that are attending with us. It's just a ride as you please. It's not, no road captains. It's at your leisure. We just have certain dates and times that we're doing passport stamps, and individuals that want to, they don't have to, but they'll get this passport book and they'll just follow along and meet us at those locations, which basically means that we're partying along the way, right? And everybody else that's watching this that wants to party with us, we'll be talking about that as well, because you guys get an opportunity to meet us at the different locations as well. So yeah, what am I missing? That's July 16th through July 22nd. How many miles, Sonny?
Like 2,400. Easy.
Cool. Got people coming in and saying when they're leaving and headed.
There's one day. One day is going to be a big day, guys. The rest are pretty easy, but we have one day going into New Mexico that is pretty big. Unless you choose to take the highway, then it's not a big one. But if you go up the long way and end up in Madrid for the Wild Hogs area, that's the big day. So
you want to put some people on YouTube and some people are on Facebook. So if you want to go down the line and Sunny, show those comments to everybody so they can see each other, see names. Some have photos of everybody.
Okay.
Everybody's
in the house. Facebook. Rick Nichols.
Group
Custom. And look, Toby's here. Danny Stefka's in the house. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but what's up? Let's see. Rick Friesen's in the house. Rose rides. He's not going, but he loves our cause. Yeah.
Thank you.
Number 35 is in the house. Testy Timmy. Christina Redburn Webster.
Testy.
He's excited. Fiona's here. John Hoft. I always hope I pronounce that correctly.
Yeah, they're leaving. They got big plans.
Bob Nelson. Brian Harp.
Brian's
Jeff Comer.
Hey, we just saw him.
Greg Ledoux. Mr. Mustache is in the house. David Dollinger, leaving South Carolina July 12th. Flipping the Bew Mule. Speaking of Flip, he won a bike this week.
Yes, he did.
So he won the Shade Tree. Shade Tree did a raffle for a bike, and he won it. I want to say it was a 90s Harley of some sort. I'm not sure what he won, but it looked like a cool bike.
What was it, Dave?
I'm sure he'll tell us. Monica Louderback, is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? All right, I got everybody caught up.
All right, so we have with us on the screen. Let's go through and introduce, just in case people have missed it. This is their first live that they're doing. We have. I'm going to go with Toby first. Toby.
How's it going? I'm Toby. Nice to meet y'all. Welcome.
Out of.
I'm just kidding. I'm out of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. I ride a 16 Roglad CVO.
And Toby was helping us do helping us with all the giveaways, the awesome giveaways and stuff that we have, which Sunny's got videos on, and so we'll be leaking those.
Leaking them?
Leaking them.
Okay.
Out onto the World Wide Web.
Seems like a lot of that going on in our world nowadays.
In an undetermined date and time. You'll just have to look for those videos that'll be coming out. So
Flip won a 98 Bad Boy.
There you go.
All right,
we got
continue on.
Man Machines in the house.
What's up, Mandy Machine and iPhone 10. We're from Charleston, West Virginia, and we just got 5 Harleys, so that'll be the easier than to say I ride this, and this. 5 Harleys in the garage.
Do you like Harleys?
No, not at all. Hate them.
All right. Mandy was helping us with the lodging. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it. And then we have Miss Holly.
Hi, my name's Holly. I am in Pennsylvania. I ride a Road King. I did the world record poker run with these guys and decided on the next one I wanted to help. So here I am.
She pretty much told me, but didn't tell me the very first day I met her, the kickoff party of the World Record Poker Run. Like, I know who I want to bring on the team next. All right.
That'll teach you.
I know her husband's looking at her going, are you sure? Which Michael will be helping us too. We've got him as part of the crew as well. So that'll be nice. We need all hands on deck. All right. And Karen, Miss Karen.
Hey, I'm Karen, and my husband James and I will be flying in on the 12th of July from Ireland.
Yay. All right. Karen's going to be helping us with, she's going to be in a chase vehicle, helping the crew out at the different passport stops. And so she's going to be one of your go-tos as well. Whenever we're running around, James is jumped in and is going to help us because he's got, which I was going to show later. You guys have orange lanyards compared to why it's for the riders. We're like, so that's what you guys are going to be looking for the crew members.
Oh, it will be just like a work day because we wear orange lanyards for work all day.
Awesome. We want you to feel right at home.
Right in with everybody. That's awesome. Or not. All right, so we have, like I said, 90 registered riders. We just literally got the 90th one a couple of days ago. So the registration button is still working, but we just picked up.
No shit, Flip.
Just in case you didn't know. I love it.
Where's the fun in that?
So we just picked up all the passport books, which I will show you guys here in a few. Like literally today, picked up the passport books. They are all done.
Let me tell that story. So they're like, you know what, we should all go. And I'm like, I got a lot of stuff to do. I don't have time. It's an hour there and an hour back. 5 hours later, them two show back up. 5 hours. It's an hour there and an hour back, and they stop to eat. 5 hours.
But we can vouch that the entire time we were working, I had laptop in hand, I had my phone in my hand. We were having a business meeting. We were going over all the Route 66 stuff. So, wait,
5 hours.
You're jealous you didn't go with us.
Yeah, that's what I would call it. Let's see. I ate lunch and got all the stuff I needed done while they were gone. So it worked out great. Finally, I had to call them, and I was like, "You guys all right?" Yeah, we're like an hour from the house, but we're good.
Good.
Okay.
There a few minutes, an hour later. Yeah. We picked up the passport books. You're with Mom. Mom's in the other office right now, literally doing these lanyards for you guys, putting the pieces of.
Did you just say Mom's in the other office? She's in the dining room.
On envelopes. I think we got just 100, and they thought they couldn't even tell me for sure because they made extras, 106, 108. So we're gonna have to, talking out loud now, we're gonna have to take that registration button down because I want to have the passport books like the meat and potatoes, and so we're gonna have to close registration because I want a couple extra passport books for you guys. So please don't forget your passport books. Please don't forget them. Take them. Oh yeah, Mom got her new glasses. You want to show your new glasses? She wants to show her new glasses. This is another reason why we were late. She's picking up new glasses. All right, she's coming in. There you go.
I don't know where I am.
And that's why it takes 5 hours to go to town. She doesn't know where she's at, and she's driving.
Stop for glasses. So she's got new sunglasses and regular glasses. We were picking up. So you leaving?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm still cutting.
All right, you're still cutting. All right. So yeah, we'll have a few passport books that we'll be bringing with us just if somebody forgets them. But please, seriously, we have people that advertised in the passport book, which helped out with costs because this stuff is not cheap. So I want to get them I want to get them each a passport book too. So I think I've stressed that enough, right? Don't forget your stuff when you come to the kickoff party. Fun fact, we were talking about registered riders. Mom had listed this off, and I thought this was kind of cool. So where is everybody coming from? We had 3 from Alabama, 3 from Arkansas, 4 from California, 18 from Florida, 2 from Illinois, 2 from Kentucky, 1 from Maryland, 5 from Michigan, 10 from Missouri, 4 from North Carolina, 11 from Nebraska, 1 from New Hampshire, 2 from New York, 2 from Ohio, 5 from Pennsylvania, 2 from South Carolina. And then we've got 2 from Ireland and 1 from Canada.
Hey, we're not bottom of the list. Yay.
So, which is really cool. And I didn't go through and add those up and make sure they were 90. And I think she may have done that before we added the new rider. Actually, we've got a couple of them in the last 2 weeks. Okay, so rider's packet. Really, we weren't going to be able to ship those off, and we were thinking next Monday, guys. So
Yeah, like the
Ellen
26th
Swain
or
Sunny
something.
said we plan to get they're scheduled to get here by 7 p.m. our time tomorrow. We're going to have everything ready we possibly can, and by Wednesday we'll have those babies in the mailbox and sent to you guys to give you guys enough time to get those in your hot little hands. And Debbie put out an email and she put out on Facebook that if you guys had to change an address to make sure and get that to her. If you've already given it to her, she's got it. I know like Sheila had to change address, we got that. If it's changed from when you filled out that Panda Doc, whenever you registered for the ride, if the address is different from on your registration paper, that's what we needed to know is the new address. Otherwise, we have it, so you don't need to be sending us your address. Just know that if it's different from that document that you signed when you registered, then we need to know that address. And Rick Friesen, is Rick on here?
Yes.
In Canada. I just need to make sure he's going to be around in Canada before I ship his to Canada. And then Karen and James will keep you guys with us, so we'll have that. All right. Things. So in the rider packet, does everybody want to know what's in the rider packet?
Yeah.
Everybody put in the comments if you want to know what's in the rider packet.
I do. Journey of Jerry has joined us. Hello, hello. Buck Champs in the house. What's going on? Sorry, I got a few other people to welcome. Tim Dioka. Probably saying that wrong. I'm sorry. Farming Bikers in the house. Dave's Crazy Trailer.
All right.
Yes, everybody's saying yes. And
all right. So, all right, you guys saw the lanyards, and they have on them the Badgers Route 66 Passport Run 2023 with Route 66 logo on it. And then when you get these, Mom left a little bit of space. I say Mom, which is Debbie, if you guys didn't know. My mom's Debbie. So there is a little bit of space on them if you want to take a Sharpie or something. And if you got like a road name, you guys can add your road name to it. But it's going to tell us where you guys are located to. That way you can find somebody else or just know where everybody is at, what location they're at, which is, I thought was really cool. It worked for the World Record Poker Run because you can be like, oh, you're from this state, or, you know, I know somebody from that state or whatever. And then your rider number is on it. And then, all right, passport. Here they are, guys. So of course they're in black because that's what Sunny and I absolutely love. Black's like our color. But this, you guys, oh my gosh, I wish you could feel this. It feels so cool. I mean, it's so, I can't wait for you to get your hands on it. I love this. It's like,
I say this all the time, and she just gives me a look.
it's like
It's okay when she says it.
We wanted them to be nice and fancy, and so we did all the artwork and stuff inside of them, and send it to them, which I think, Mom, you did an awesome job at putting this together and making it look nice. It looks really good. Now, when they stapled them together, that part, I'm like, holy shit, who did this? A kindergartner? But they look really cool. Like, I'm not going to show you guys every single page because I want to keep part of it. So when you guys get it, you'll be like, ooh, that's cool. But just so you know, as you go through this passport, like we talked before, it'll have, when we have an actual stop, a kickoff party, the kickoff party or a passport stop, you'll have like date, time, the exact location, and a lot of these too will have like a phone number on them or a website that you can go to. That's the extra stuff that you guys can go to if you want, and a place to put your for us to stamp them, which we got some really cool stamps. You're gonna have a cool stamp on them. What else? What do I need to say about this? I guess we'll talk about it later.
There's some surprises in there for you guys. So we're excited for you guys to see the surprises we put in the book for all the riders.
Yep.
So that's a part. And, that's just it, guys. So like she pointed out on the lanyards, the writing and the logo and all, and that's the part that is behind the scenes that you guys don't see. But, I mean, that took them a week. That book took her and Mom a week to put together. I mean, an entire week of work just to design all that and put it together. I'm just saying it's a shitload of work.
Okay. As long as that's what you're saying.
That's what is, that's just that added stuff. Like they spent a week putting this together to make it, as nice as possible. So anyway, I just want to throw that out there because they literally spent a week, both of them, working on it. So
I will point this out so that you guys can do this immediately. What's cool is we were wanting to do this and we were able to do this because there's logistics in putting these things together, how many pages you have and all that jazz. But anyway, so actually Mom came up with an idea, which I thought was great for you guys to have. And let's see. So it says memory. So there's a page that is kind of empty for you guys. And that you can take and like if you meet somebody on the route and you want to like write their name down or their phone number, or if there's something cool you want to note or just whatever you want, we've got an extra page within here to keep for keepsakes. And then we just know you guys. We want to make sure that if you set your passport down, we know who the passport book belongs to. So we put your rider number in there and your name. And then that way, if you set it down on the table on accident or whatever, then we've got, we know whose it is and we can get it to you. And then the other big thing is there's the emergency contact information. So you guys are going to have this with you all the time. So all it is simply, calling the office number or the text. And that's where Mom, Debbie, she's not going to be on the route with us. She's going to be here in Florida. So she's going to be behind the scenes. Able to take you guys' calls and questions and stuff while we're on the trip. So that's on there too. So you guys have that.
Some of our fans are questioning it took a week to get this done because they're like, it took 5 hours for a 2-hour trip today. And then Brad Danelle's like, was it really a week?
You
Because I
guys,
heard it took them 5 hours for a 2-hour trip.
Who said that? Who was giving me?
So really could have taken 2 days is what I'm hearing, maybe 3.
Right. It took 5 days for a two-day event.
All right. So patch, those that ordered patches, here is the patch. We got them in. Ooh, we can fill those too.
Got this thing with feeling stuff here lately.
Right. Okay. So there's the patch. We did order extra, not a ton more because I didn't want to have a ton left over that we're begging you guys to take. But we do have extra patches. There are 3 people that didn't pay for them, which we've notified them. We're just waiting for them to let us know. Hint, hint to those 3 individuals. Otherwise, we will have those with us so you guys can come see us, and of course it's first come, first serve kind of basis. If you guys want.
Bama's in the house. He said everybody ride safe, and then I'm pretty sure this one was directed to Mandy.
Bama from Arkansas. That was on here. Awesome.
Ken wants to know who's in charge of the hotel reservations. The hotel said they were threatened, and they gave me a room right away.
See? Because you got a good hotel coordinator right there, buddy.
I actually have cards as well.
Okay, so
room reservations and baggage carts. Don't mess with her.
right. The shirts, like we put out a video. Who saw the video on the shirts, the reveal of the shirts? These, once again, I do have a texture thing. These are really soft, guys. The shirts are really soft. I hate those shirts that are like, they're just stiff as a board, right? So these are soft. Thanks to Brand One Inc. for putting them together for us. But here is the shirt. They turned out great. I'm pleased. The colors look good. I think the back of it's really cool. So there is the shirts, and so you guys ordered those whenever you registered. That's when you guys put in your shirt order, and you get the one shirt. Now, if you guys want, so can somebody put in the comments, like they can go to supportbikers.com/shop. Yes. Online, if you guys wanted a tank, a long sleeve, a hoodie, a men's shirt, a women's shirt, there's options on there. That's why we did it. It's an unofficial, and there's 2 different designs in there, but I know you guys, some of you like to have, different types of shirts. So that option's for you guys in there for you guys to go check out. The only thing is, listen to me, the only thing is you want to make sure that you order soon. We placed an order last week, and I think it's definitely taken it won't be to the end of this week. So it's like 14 days for sure.
Yeah, it was 10 days.
10 days. So it's not us printing these, obviously. I do not have a sweatshop around here, at least for shirts. So it's not coming from us. It's coming from, we're at the mercy of that company to print you guys' shirts out and send them to you. So you want to give them enough time to get those shipped.
Read the comment, Mama.
I better go to bed early tonight and take advantage of this touching thing. Oh,
she'll have a headache by then.
Okay.
Christina ordered the tank tops and loves it.
Oh, good. That's good to know. Did you get the flowy tank top, or did you get the it's more fitting tank, like ribbed tank top? I think it is.
Was it a ribbed or
flowy?
Or was it flowy?
Sorry.
Oh, it's going to be a long Route 66.
That's what she said. Now we're in Tim's area.
Okay, so we have banners again. So these things are really cool. If you guys didn't see these, which you probably have all over the internet, we had them for the World Record Poker Run. So we had them made again for this trip. So these little banners are freaking awesome for you guys. They roll up and then you can take them whenever you're out and about and you're taking pictures and all. If you guys will use these banners, when you get the rider, we'll put in there the hashtags you can use. And then we'll take, because that helps us. We're going to be on the road, guys. So you got to think we're on the road. So if you guys are posting your pictures and then you're tagging us in them, then we can turn around and share your photos as well. And we want to be able to have them for later on too, that we can put on the website to show that you guys, went and what happened and where you're at and just all the fun we're having while we're traveling. And then, of course, afterwards, if you guys use these too, it's awesome to see you guys in your travels and where you're at and what you're doing. If you're at a poker run or a benefit ride or, whatever, traveling, then it's cool to see you guys have those banners out and taking pictures. Okay, things to know. This is my cheat sheet. So you're going to get a double-sided, literally double-sided piece of paper that's going to go through just some things that we wanted to make sure you guys know about, some things that we're already discussing here. So you don't have to rewatch the video unless you want to. A lot of it's going to be on that little cheat sheet for you guys to have to be able to pull out at any time and get information from. And of course, I don't have the coin yet because I don't have those yet. Route 66 sticker. I better grab them. Oh, and Mom. Can you tell Mom to get me a Route 66 sticker and the orange bands? Did I show the orange bands last time?
Mom, get her Route 66 sticker and orange
Yeah.
bands.
Let's show them again just in case people didn't see. Okay, here's a big thing that for my riders, my registered riders. This was like a last minute thought of, ooh, this would probably be a really good idea. So apologize that it's coming at you guys now. I put it in the Facebook group already, and I did put it in the chat. But there is it's a Google form, and it's an emergency contact form. And it's there for you guys. It's basically telling us who you are and who your emergency contact person is. So their name and a phone number. So if anything happens, we're able to reach out to them on your behalf and talk with them. So thank you. You brought me stuff. So that form will also go out in an email with the link to it. But you can go, like I said, to the group in the chat, and then we'll send an email out tomorrow. If you guys, it's just a quick 3-question, not anything big. But if you guys can fill those out, that would be fantastic. And then we'll just have those online and accessible for us. All right, the sticker, the Route 66 sticker, which if you guys don't know, because we got people in here I know that aren't actually riding the ride with us too, I will have, my bag will be full of these stickers. I had to order 100 more because we were running out. But as you guys, you guys in your packets are going to get a sticker. But also, if you guys are coming to our meetups, any of the meetups for this year, this is the 2023 sticker, and this is the sticker that we'll give you guys. So come up, say hi, and we'll give and ask for a sticker, and I'll get you a sticker. And then who knows about the guest book? I want everybody to put in the comments who does. Yes or no? Yes or no? Who knows about the Sport Bikers, the guest book for the Route 66? For the people that are going to be going to the meetups that aren't registered for the ride, but are actually that are going to just meet us there or maybe ride with us for part of
Bye,
it.
Glenn.
Is he leaving? Bye, Glenn.
Yep.
I missed you. Missed you. We can see you in Arkansas. Be safe out there. All right. So okay, so the guest book we'll talk about here in a second. I would like you guys to make sure and go to on Facebook. I have events set up so that you guys can say you're going to the event, which would be great. Click on the event, say going. I think that automatically says interested, but if you can click the going button, and then that way it just gets out there. We can see it. Everybody knows. It's got the details on it too. I'm going to share my screen so everybody knows where to go to. Present, share screen. All right. So you can go to our main page, the Badgers and the Biker Lifestyle. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay. And if you click on more, if you're on a desktop, you can go to events. If you're on your phone, I think you under the featured tab, there'll be the events. But all the different Route 66 stops are here. So if you'll go in and click on them and then hit the, see how mine says going? Make sure that it says going on there. This is also where you can hit share. So if you've got friends or family that that might meet up with you, this is going to also give them details on when, where. So you guys, and then that kind of gives us an idea too. So if you've got friends and family going, like how many extra people are going to be going on this, meeting us there or riding with us. So I just wanted to share that. Let me see. And remove. Okay. And so the guest book, which that was in the last video too, but you can go to the website and under Route 66, there's going to be a tab that says guest book. And if you sign the guest book, that just, again, lets us a head count on how many people are going to be there. And then you'll go to the same table that the registered riders are going to go to when they get their passport book stamped. And we're going to get you guys the band. So it says Support Bikers on one side and Badger Nation on the other side. So we'll give you one of the bands. The riders will be wearing their lanyards, and then the individuals that just showed up are going to wear the bands. So, guys, part of Support Bikers in these meetups is for bikers to meet each other. So a lot of people don't know each other when they come to this. It's not like you're going to an event by one specific group where everybody knows each other. The whole idea is to get to know each other. And so this is kind of like that. Hey, I'm also part of, what's going on. So be sure if you're a registered rider, go up to them and say hi and introduce yourself and and make friends, because that's what it's all about. So that kind of helps with you guys getting to know each other and spending time. together. And it's and then you don't think, oh, it's just somebody sitting in the bar with a drink. And they're actually there to hang out and be part of what we got going on. All right. Any questions so far? What's it say? Good to see Miss Karen. Aw. We're gonna miss you. Wish Buck was going again. All right. So we did get a hold of the location that Sunny grew up in, which is the little town of Miller, Missouri, which the population was how many, Sunny? Was there even 1,000 people in your city?
I think you're muted. Sonny.
700.
This little town called Miller, Missouri, and a family he grew up with, which there was, I'm probably exaggerating, was there 12 kids in the school?
36.
36 kids in this Christian school. And there was, and the majority of them were all brother and sisters. No, there was a family that there was, how many? There was 3 brothers and a sister.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking about? Yes, 3 brothers and a sister.
Okay. And so part of the family, they own the Hangar Cafe, which is a really cool place. It's out in the middle of nowhere, literally.
It's a couple miles off of Route 66.
Off Route 66, just a couple of miles. So you're going to be going that way anyways. So it's not like you're taking a big detour or anything. You're literally going to be going through that area. So it's just kind of a place for you guys to go to on Tuesday. So 6th, 7th, 18th, the Tuesday.
They have a buffet set up for us.
Around lunchtime. Yeah.
Fried chicken, ham, beans, mashed potatoes, drinks. It'll be all set up for us.
Yeah. So keep in mind, it's a small business, and we've told them you guys are coming through, so they're going to do their best to accommodate everybody. That isn't the normal menu that they have, just because they're going to have to produce so much food. They're not going to be used to having this many people come through. So we've got like 11 to 2. I mean, they're going to be open their normal business hours, but 11 to 2 is ideal when you guys could go, that you guys will be going through there by the time you leave Rolla, Missouri, and head to Joplin area and out to Oklahoma. So, but yeah, and then that's going to be like you guys will see it on in your passport. The information's in here. And then there'll be a little place where it won't be the normal stamp, because not any of the crew is going to be there waiting for you guys to come through. But they are going to we're giving them like little Route 66 stickers. And then when you guys come through, just when you're checking out, and if you don't eat there and you just want to go in and check the place out too, they'll just ask for a little sticker, and they'll stamp, or not stamp, but sticker your book. So just something fun and extra to do. It's a really cool place. We say Hangar Cafe. It's they got a bunch of old cars out there. They have airplane hangars. The actual cafe is a hangar that you're eating in, and then they do their other part of their business is
skydiving
and
plane rides.
But they also do, I don't know, what do farmers do when they have the planes that go in there? And
crop dusting?
Oh, crop dusting.
Yeah.
They own a big farm. I was a city girl.
All right. John asked a question here. So John, it's actually in the app. So the app will take you there as one of the stopping points or waypoints of the map. So you just follow the map. It'll literally take you to their front door. You'll eat and you'll continue on the route.
Yep. And like I said, it's in the passport book. Like it's literally like in line. Like you'll turn to the Missouri page, and then on Missouri, you're going to see the address. So the time, 11 to 2, July 18th, the address. So yeah, it'll all be right there for you guys when you're following along. We try to make it easy.
Bye, Buck Champ.
Bye. Okay, so then as we kind of expressed in our last videos, we'd love for you guys to do the midway party, which is at the Cactus Cove Inn, or it's also known as the Westerner. I confirmed with Chase, who is the GM for the hotel. They're super excited to have us. I even talked him into, because he was like, well, do you want me to bring my cornhole stuff? Because they do cornhole tournaments. And I was like, yes, I think it would be awesome if we can get a cornhole tournament
So
going.
who's the best? Who's the best of the Route 66 group at cornhole? We are going to find out.
Yeah. So I'm excited, but they were
No,
there.
you won't, because I won't be there.
What?
I said, no, you won't, because I won't be there.
Oh. So
I don't even know what it is.
oh yeah. Oh,
We even have a cornhole queen, Karen.
We have a cornhole virgin.
So either we tell her so she practices beforehand, or we don't.
No, you don't. You let her make an idiot out of
Try to
herself.
throw a beanbag
She's got Google.
on a slick board. It's
You know,
iPhone 10 loves the game. I hate it. It's stupid.
you hate it? Because it never fails, right? The
Tim
individual
loves it though. He loves that game.
Yeah.
It's a good game, Tim.
I knew Sonny would like it if Tim likes it.
Who wants to challenge us? Let's do cornhole. Put in the comments. I want to see who wants to do cornhole with us. But it never fails, right? The person that never played the game before, and they always win, right? You're like, how? Like what?
Well, Karen.
These
Okay,
comments
so
are
Hey,
killing me.
Karen, I can
Yeah.
put it in. I can put it in the hole every time.
The bag.
The
I
bag.
bet you can, Tim.
Bag. Bag.
Tim, I don't think that's an appropriate conversation for you to have with Karen.
Who gave Tim the microphone?
I love what Jason put, Mr. McStash.
McStash labeled it beautifully.
Right? So,
Horseshoes for drunks.
yeah, throw that one up on the screen.
Rick said he will be the Canadian champ.
Until you cross the border.
You got to put Jason's up there. Mr. McStash. There we go. There you go.
Okay. Well, I can only play pool when I'm drunk. When I'm sober, I can't play pool.
It's
So
the same. It's the same
maybe I
thing.
got a chance.
Ken just threw down the gauntlet.
So they're in the process of building out a bar, which will be, if they get it all done by the time we get there, it'll be full food and alcohol. But Chase said if they don't, no worries. He's guaranteed they'll have a food truck there, and they will have a bar on site for us. So we'll have plenty to drink and eat. And then I know I put a poll out there to ask people like what you guys were doing if you're planning on coming to the party. It's going to be like come and go. It's not like we're not setting times just because I just want it to be leisure. Like you guys, you know, I don't want to guarantee that we're going to be there at a certain time because I don't know how that day is going to be. But we'll be there as soon as we are. We're going to start playing. And we'll eat there and drink there instead of leaving and going someplace else to eat. And which some of you talked about going to the Big Texan, which is awesome. If you guys want to do that, just heads up. If they like when I was talking to Chase, for instance, they don't have a lot of workers and it's the wait time. So just be prepared, I guess. Be prepared if you go to be there for a few hours because they're definitely not ready to handle a bunch of individuals that go in there. So, but yeah, from what I heard, it's like a staple, right, to go to. And then I think Brian Hart had mentioned, going maybe hitting on your way back too. if you can't get in there.
So
Hey,
Journey
hey,
and
Ange.
Jerry
Yes,
asked
sir.
how many
Ange.
days we will trip to.
Yeah.
I tell you, another cool game to play is the Hillbilly Golf. Have you ever seen it?
Sonny, I answered Jerry just below it, a couple down below it.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Look it up. It's a cool game.
All right, look
I'm
that one
afraid
up,
to
Ange.
coming from you, Tim.
No, I'm serious. It's a cool
Okay.
game.
Okay.
It's made out of PVC pipe. It's got 3 levels on it. And you take 2
PVC
golf
pipe.
balls and put it on a string, on each end of the string, and you throw it, and every which one it lands on, that's how you get your points.
Okay, I've seen those.
Oh, you said that's hillbilly golf. Some people call that Chinese horseshoes.
Oh, really?
Not here in West Virginia.
Yeah.
That's over in
Yeah,
China.
I haven't heard of Chinese horse. I think they call it something else here in Florida. I can't remember. But I know what you're talking about. I remember seeing like PC, whatever it is. What is it?
PVC.
PVC. Right. Yes. And then the string, yeah. And it wraps around and around and around. And I've never played it, but I know what you're talking about. All right, you got me all thinking about gold.
Ed's Biker Stuff said there's a giant Route 66 sign with a little old Western township looking place with stores. It may be a good place to stop and do a photo op. Guys, there are tons of photo ops all along Route 66. So if you see something you want to stop and take a picture of, I'm pretty sure they're used to it. So stop and get that picture.
Yeah.
Toby answered Journey of Jerry's question of how long it's going to take. The answer depends on who you ask, me or the other person that took 5 hours to go 2 hour to a 2 hour lunch.
Thanks, Toby.
Brad said rode by the Big Texan Saturday afternoon. It was packed full. All right. What's next on the agenda, Ange?
All right. The Seba Museum is also in your passport, guys. We had to make special arrangements with them. That is a motorcycle museum that I know Justin used that put our sightseeing stuff together. So it is a must go to. Doesn't cost anything, but they do take donations. The gentleman was super nice. Holly talked. I'll let Holly talk. I'm talking enough. Holly.
Is Jerry, right? His name was Jerry. He was really awesome. He agreed to open up from 9 to 11 that day so we can stop in and see what we want. And he said there's plenty of parking, lots of places around that have parking lots, so we won't have any issue with parking. But he's really looking forward to seeing us. If there's some stragglers, he'll, hang out and be there for us. But we're leaving in the morning between 8 and 9 from our stop. And he said we're only about 35 minutes from there to him. So that's why from 9 to 11 in the morning, he'll agree to open up, even though he's not typically open on Wednesdays.
Right.
So he's opening specially for you guys to see his museum.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. And just keep in mind too, according to Justin, like it's there's a lot too, I guess. So kind of keep in mind when you go, if you want to spend an hour there, 2 hours there, you've got, be sure and plan it out when you're planning your day. That's the only thing, just to make sure you get everything in that you wanted to get in for that day.
Well, and the app will tell you your travel time. So you guys look at the app when you hit go that morning, it's going to tell you there's 6 hours of riding. So you got to figure you've got gas and stops along there. So whatever you add to that will be your day.
Exactly. You know what, Sunny? Why don't you rule of thumb for? I think this is a great thing to talk about because when we've traveled so much, as most of you know. I mean, we get on our bike and we'll go, 300 miles, 400 miles, 500 miles. So when you look at the map, Sunny, and it says it's going to take you from this time to this time, what do you usually put in as grace time that would be your gas stops and lunch?
If it's a full day, 2 hours.
Tell me what.
You were looking down, counting, and trying to think, and he just sitting there.
So if it says 10-hour day, it's a 12-hour day. If it says a 12-hour day, it's a 14-hour day. That's kind of rule of thumb. By the time you stop and eat, gas, I'm usually pretty close to being right on the time it takes.
Okay, and that doesn't include, because Sunny doesn't let me stop and take pictures along the way.
Right.
A
So
lot of times I just disappear and he's like, "Where'd she go?" I'm like, "I'm over here." So,
that is no shit. That has happened. I have looked at my rearview mirror and she is not on the road behind me anymore. And I go back and she is driving through some dude's yard to take a picture in front of a mural. I shit you not, it's happened.
less than a handful. Yeah, so keep in mind, because every time you get off that bike and you go take a picture and then you get back on the bike, and so you guys, you'll need to take that into account when you're riding.
Which is one of the reasons we're doing our stamps, our passport stamps in the morning. So we kind of learned this on the World Record Poker Run. So you didn't have to jam to get to the location between 4 and 6 p.m. You can come in at 3 a.m. As long as you're up at 7 a.m. to get your stamp, we don't care. So that gives you more freedom with your time rather than us going, look, you got to be here from this time to this time. The only time we have the night one is that first day, and that's in Rolla.
Okay, so next on my list was to talk about what they're using for the route to be able to map out and get from point A to point B. So I'll let you take over.
All right, so I just scratched it out on a piece of paper. We're going to need you to tape that to the tank of your bike. Watch for the signs. If it says Route 66, you're probably going to want to go that way.
We put it on carbon paper too, so that you can just stick it.
All right, guys. So we have Rever. Rever has stepped up and given us the pro version of their app for all of the riders for free for an entire year. So, guys, that's a $40 value. Think about that. They gave us 100 of them. That was their donation to our trip. So everybody that's on the route gets free year of Rever. Inside of Rever, all the riders, I've got a video for this. You're going to get an email tomorrow connecting you to my video that shows you how to go get your free year, load the app, and so on. In Rever are the days. So literally, you'll see this in the video, but when you go in, to our group, we have a specific group in Rever which you're going to join. It has basically I've numbered them in order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You just click on 1, 2, 3, hit go, and it'll take you turn by turn directions on Route 66, and this includes the stops. So the Hangar Cafe is one of the waypoints. The corner in Winslow, Arizona, that is one of the waypoints. It'll take you right to it. In fact, you have to go to that. If you go past it, Rever's going to tell you to go back to get to that waypoint. So it's all set up in there. I also created the day of. So if you want to ride from Chicago to Pontiac on Route 66, I have that already in the system. I also have after. So if you want to ride from Victorville to the pier via Route 66, I have that route in there as well. So it's all mapped out and routed. So you'll have that, and you get it a month early. So guys, go out and play with this a little bit. We learned this in the World Record Poker Run too. Everybody got it like 2 days before, and everybody was trying to figure it out. So you guys get it a month ahead of time for you to go record rides, So there's so much more to this, and I can't wait to include all that too. But my ultimate goal here is for you guys to go to your favorite roads and record rides and put them in our group. And then we all have access to that. So how cool would it be if I was in Toby's area and he's got a really cool ride I don't know about, and I go into the app, I click ride it, and it takes me to ride it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll punch in on this if I can. Y'all, if he's not playing, you've got time on this. Go before you start this trip and get familiar with that app. It's not confusing, but like with anything, any kind of Garmin or whatever, if you've never messed with one before, that interface is user friendly, but you need to get to know it. You need to be familiar with it so that you're on that road knowing what it's telling you to do, et cetera, et cetera. Get familiar with it.
It's not
Right.
fun if you try to get on and the bike and then get familiar with it. Trust me,
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Go in and press. You're not going to hurt anything, right? So go deep dive, press buttons, see what it does, how it works. One of the big things, and it's in my video, one of the big things is the waypoints. So if I punch in day 1 right now, my navigation takes me from where I'm at to the very first waypoint, which is the start point.
Florida to Illinois.
If I were to go past the first point and go to the second point and start from there, the whole time Rever's going to tell me to go back to the first point. So you have to complete that waypoint or you have to skip the waypoint, which I tell you in the video how to do this. So guys, there are some intricacies to it for you to get familiar with. So go ahead and get it tried out. A lot of people are already Rever members.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too, which is great. And if you're doing this trip with us and you have you're familiar with Rever, let me know, because then I can, if there's anybody that comes up to us and says they have questions, then I can instead of taking them, I'm going to be pulled, Sunny and I are going to be pulled in different directions. Then we can just say, hey, here's this person that's going to be able to actually, go over this with you and make sure you got it down. So let us know if you can help out with that. But, you guys can get in your car with this app and drive around and test it out and play with it even too.
Yeah, guys, take it out and play with it.
Exactly.
Make sure you get it in the hole.
Rick Friesen is wanting to know if it's a North American app or US only. I think it's probably both, but you can give it a try for sure.
Sonny
It
David
gives
had a good
options to
question.
pick
a little
your
further up.
country.
Who?
Dave
David?
Dollinger. It's on Facebook. Yeah.
Yes. So you can export all of our routes as a GPX format, and you can upload them into your Garmin.
Yep.
Now, I've never caveat to that. I've never done it. I have no idea how it's going to work, if it's going to work, why it's going to work, or anything about that. But I do have the owner. I email back and forth with him all the time. So if I can't figure it out, he probably can. And I'll be honest, guys, they have been really great to us. They did the world record poker run. And even though everybody was trying to learn it and we had our issues, even now, if I message him and go, hey, Guinness is asking for this or a different kind of file, which they did to me. Like they gave me all the files and then Guinness is like, well, we would like this changed. So I had to reach out to them and they completely reformatted all the data and sent it back to me for Guinness. So they've been really good to us and really good to work with. So if you start messing with it now, because if you have these questions, I can reach out and probably get you an answer.
So the feedback we got from the world record poker run, the biggest things were, one was people, their phone's dying. So literally they're trying to follow the map and their phone dies because it is an app. It is working on your phone in the background the entire time. So you need to make sure that your phone has enough charge to it to be able to follow. And what we do, Sunny and I actually have on our bike ways that we can plug our phones in. So our bike is charging our phones at all times so that the phone doesn't die. I know there's solar chargers out there now where you can get a solar charger if you need to do that, but figure out a way to make sure that no matter where you're at, you're able to take and have enough charge on your phone. Because if you got other apps going too, if you got a weather app and a Google app going and everything, then you just need to make sure that you're going to charge. The second thing was the heat. People were talking about their phones just literally going black on them. And that happened to me in 2016 when Sunny and I took a trip. We realized very quickly that your phone needs to be in a space that has air flowing. Don't put it in your pocket. Don't put it in a little tank bag, which is what mine was inside a tank bag. It works well if it's on the handlebars, if you're wanting to be able to see it, but make sure when it's on the handlebars, there's nothing else around it that's going to keep the wind from blowing and keeping your phone cool, because your phone will overheat. So keep that in mind too. So I think that was it for.
So I got another thing, guys. So we're all leaving the same place in the morning, all going to the same place. So if if you're struggling with this and you just want to tag along, I mean, you can follow us. I don't care. I'm sure there's any number of other people that will be happy to let you follow them. If you're having an issue with the navigation, with the app, whatever. The last thing we want this to be is stressful for you. We want you to have a great time. So please do not be shy about, you know what? I can't get this fucking Rever thing to work. Can I ride with you? You absolutely can.
God, we heard that a lot.
We did it twice doing the World Poker Run. We wound up having our phones die because our USB chargers weren't quick enough to charge them to keep up. So people were great. Won't happen this time.
So I mean, this is completely different, right? We're not trying to record the GPS for Guinness. So this should be a lot less stressful and a lot more fun.
Yes.
We're not switching routes in the middle of it. We're taking Route 66. So lots of different aspects for this, and the days aren't as long. So we're talking 300-mile days versus 500-mile days, although there's one day, I think our longest day is like 480. So that'll be a big day. But anyway, it is there. And like I said, they stepped up big. They gave it to all of us. How cool is that? So what I'm hoping for after this is over, that everybody likes it and continues to use it. And then in our communities online, we'll all be able to upload rides. So anytime we're out riding, we can literally look up a ride that Toby's put in there, that Holly's put in there, that Mandy and Tim have put in there. And we can ride areas that we're not used to. Because for some people, it's all about the destination. For me, it's all about the ride. So if I've got this app with all these awesome rides already built into it, how cool would that be? Danny's going to follow us.
All right. Okay, I think that was it for the route. Did you talk about where the pier too? The same. I remember you talking about going from Chicago to Pontiac. The same thing you've mapped out from.
I did talk about that. Yes. To
the pier as well. So speaking of the pier, we're doing kickstands up at 8 a.m. At the hotel that we're staying at, with the crew staying at, which you guys can see on the website, the lodging area. We're going to ride from the hotel to the Santa Monica Pier. So if there's anybody that wants to do that with us the next day, not Saturday, because we're going to ride and we're going to get to the end party, but the next morning, so Sunday morning, is when we're going to be riding the pier. So if you want to do that with us, be there by 8 o'clock. The kickstand's up. And if you message me and tell me, that would be great too. I'll put you on my list. And then
9:30.
Whatever.
Somewhere between 8 and 10.
10 o'clock.
I like to have fun, okay? I'm sorry.
10 o'clock.
So it'll be 8 a.m., right? And we'll be ready to put the kickstands up, and she'll be
Sonny will be sitting in the parking lot.
There's a mural over there. We should all go take a picture.
Right. You may be just a little bit right. So if you
Hang on, group photo. Everybody get against the wall. And
Okay,
then we're
so
all on our
disclaimer.
bikes, and somebody pulls up that's joining our party. Well, we need to park and retake the group picture, right? Because somebody else came along.
Disclaimer. If
They're
you
all laughing because they rode with us in the poker
I
run and
know,
know I am
know,
right.
I know.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of fun. Am I wrong?
But if you want to, you can join Sonny at 8 a.m. He'll be sitting on his motorcycle in the parking lot,
Drinking some coffee and just
waiting
hanging
on
out.
the rest of us.
The disclaimer is if you are like a stickler, like this is like we got to go. You said this time, then I am not the person to hang out with.
2-hour trip, 5 hours.
If you want to have fun and you just then come hang out with us.
My buddy Brian is always like, "You're the most patient man
Yes,
in the
he
world."
An hour of it is at the gas station.
Yes.
Yes, those are fun. Gas out of the gas station stops became fun hanging out with you guys.
Christina, you're confused. I'll be drinking coffee. She'll be taking pictures.
But if anybody wants to bring me a cup of coffee while I'm taking pictures.
All right, so
Don't
we got a
forget
few
to
people.
let them know about the hotel contracts will be.
Yes, I haven't got to that yet. That was the next thing on my list. Thank you. You're like, are you reading my agenda, girl? That was actually, well, I missed the 120th. I was going to talk about the 120th, but go ahead with lodging, camping by the end of what month do they need to?
I mean, some of the contracts are last up until July, but I would say that you need to be booked by the end of June because every hotel is different.
Yeah.
If you haven't booked yet, I think most everybody's probably booked by now. But if you haven't, I mean, we can't. They won't hold rooms for you. So if you have no room, then you have no room.
And keep in mind, as Mandy figured out when she was helping us get room blocks, it's tourist season, guys, for a lot of these areas. So they really don't care whether you're coming or not because they know they're going to book it. So just keep that in mind that if you wait after June and the last minute, it might be a little harder to get.
And most of them know that they're going to book it for more than you're paying. So we have room blocks at a special price. If they don't sell the room blocks to you, they can sell them for whatever price they want to the next person. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of in their best interest that they sell it to someone else. So
yeah, and if you don't get it before that room block ends, it's like some of them's like $100, $150 more a night.
Yeah.
Depending on which town.
Tourist area. Okay, so I don't think I told you guys. I talked to Chase and at the Westerner. He had 70 rooms blocked there at the Cactus Cove in Amarillo, Texas. So looks like you guys all pretty much signed up and are going to be there with us, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a fun. So that's about halfway through. We're all going to have been on the road for a couple of days. So, I'm kind of looking forward to just chilling and, maybe tossing some bean bags, having a drink or two, and just hanging out because we didn't get to do that much in the World Record Poker Run, which is one of my biggest regrets of the World Record Poker Run. But, I mean, we just didn't have time. And so I'm hoping to do a lot more hanging out with everybody this time.
Okay, 120th anniversary. Sunny and I will be attending that. We're going to get there if you guys are going to be going too. We're going to get there that Thursday before, or I guess it does start that day, right?
Yes.
And that would be July 13th. And then we're going to be I know we're meeting up with Toby and Windroad and Karen's going to be there. And so we're going to not necessarily have an official meetup or anything, but we're going to be letting you guys know on our Facebook, the Badgers and the Biker Lifestyle page. We'll keep you guys up to date on where we're going to be. So if you guys are going to be in that area, we'll be supporting, I know Bell's Rides what is it? House of Trikes, is that what it's called? And
Yeah.
and a ride. And so if you want to hang out with us, just let us know. Get in touch with me, private message me. But then come Sunday, which is the day we need to be in Pontiac, we will do a kickstands up. So I'll let you guys know what time and where, if you guys are there in that area and want to ride with us from Milwaukee to Pontiac.
So what's supposed to happen though that morning is there's supposed to be a huge Harley Davidson parade for the 120th, which you had to get tickets for, which we got tickets for, but they haven't given us a time or anything.
Yep.
So our
Right.
hope was to be able to ride that and then leave, but we don't know. So
We
that's
do
why
know.
it's kind of up in the air. Huh?
We do know.
Oh, we do know?
Sorry. I'm gonna break
I'm
your
sorry,
heart.
you know, I don't. So
I'm gonna break your heart. I'm gonna break your heart, but no, we can't do it.
why?
It's like 1 to 2:30.
Oh, okay. You plan on telling me this anytime soon?
I-
or just gonna let
Hey,
me
those
figure it
5
out when I get
hours that
there?
I spent doing nothing, guess what? I told you I was working. I told you.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll figure out kickstands up and where. If you guys want to ride with us. Again, it's gonna be one of those things that private message me. So I know, and we don't leave you. Okay, questions. So the last thing on my thing was like questions that you guys had. I know Brian Solt, I don't know if Brian's on here or not, but he had mentioned like he's shipping his bike to Chicago, and then he's going to have his bike shipped from Victorville back to Florida. Look for his posts. I know he had somebody responding, but if there's anybody else that's trying to figure out the logistics of shipping bikes, go to the Facebook group and look in there, or contact us so that we can get you in touch with anybody else that's reached out to us that said they're trying to figure out those logistics as well. And we'll do our best too to try to help you out with our contacts and who we know.
All right. Larry wants to know, he's had his
No.
rooms booked since March. Does he need to reconfirm? Probably
As long-
not.
No, as long as you use the code or, support bikers or badgers or whatever, you should be good.
But if it'll make you feel better, then can reconfirm them. Just
Yeah.
because, it may be a stress to you. I don't know you and your personality, but if it's something that might stress you out, just go ahead and make the call and make sure everything's cool. I will be calling because I've been down this road before with the World Record Poker Run. So I'll be calling to make sure everything is in line.
And I'll be
as well.
checking on
Right.
every day that the run is going. I'll be checking on the hotel rooms to make sure we're all good before you all get there.
Yeah, the experience we had with the World Record Poker Run, everybody that individually, because it was the same situation where everybody had to individually call the hotel and book your own place, and you put your own credit card on file and you talk to them. I did not hear of anybody saying they had any issues with the hotel rooms, the individuals. Where became an issue is if you've got a group of you, which I know sometimes, like last World Record Poker Run, we had groups that went, 5, 6, 8 people. That was our situation with the crew. We have 8 rooms.
12
rooms or 12 people. But anyways, when we got there at one of our places, it just change of management, and we were booking a bunch of rooms. So that was the only issue that we had. But still, Mandy said, you guys, you've got yours. You're good to go. You're in the system. But to make you feel better, if you want to call and just reconfirm, please do.
Larry, the packets are going out hopefully Wednesday. Is our goal that they will leave Florida on Wednesday and get to you. Well, Mandy, USPS.
Oh, they'll be there in like 2 days.
There you go, like 2 days. Or
like
2
my
weeks.
headband, I got it in like 2 months.
Hey.
No, 3 months.
And she works for them.
I wish we could have Mandy personally delivering them to everybody.
Hey, Christina, then don't go north of Chicago then.
All right. What else you got to
is
cover,
there any-
Ange? It's been over an hour. They're probably going
Yeah,
this to be a
I mean,
5-hour thing.
Really, it just was whatever other questions anybody had. Was there somebody that asked a question in the comments and we didn't see it? Please.
All right, guys. Now is your Q&A time. So we'll stay on here for just a few. Ed's Biker said, since I can't make the 120th, I'll be watching yours and Toby's channel for vids, photos of it. Oh, awesome. So my goal is to do the daily videos through all of this. I don't know that they'll be out at the exact same time every morning. I will try my best, but it depends on what internet I have and all the extenuating circumstances. But hopefully I'll have a video every day of the trip so you guys can see what happened the day before. Any other questions?
Does everybody know about the Facebook chat?
Mm-hmm.
If you're watching this and you don't know what the Facebook chat is through Messenger, it's the Facebook Messenger chat. We've all been like chatting back and forth in there. If you guys, is that a note from David?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a note to he doesn't have a question or if that's a note that he doesn't know about the chat.
Well, he was asking about communicating with other riders, so I'm guessing that's a note he doesn't know about it.
Okay.
Let me add this to the. Let's see, where am I at? Okay, so we're gonna go to the Route 66. Okay, so as you see, I'm going to the group. This is the Facebook group. When you go down here, it doesn't have the chats here, does it?
Isn't it on the left?
If you guys, I think you guys will see this. It'll say maybe
There's a chat on the left.
Because I don't know if that's us because we're admins. If not, if you go to, is it not under the featured? Oh, right. Okay, over here. This is where it's at. Woo! I know you guys see this here. Like to the right-hand side under the About section, it says Chats. And it's called Ready, Set, Go. And when you click on that, as you can see, we've all been going back and forth on here. So this is Facebook Messenger chat. You access it through either going there or your little bubble here where you get your notifications and all. So you can click there or on your phone. You go to the Facebook Messenger, and that's the chat. So that will be like the. What do I want to say? Like when Sunny and I get on the road and we're headed there and, everybody's going to be like, oh, we're on our way and this is happening. So that's going to be like your quick, this is what's going on kind of place to go to see what's happening.
Well, the other thing that's nice about that is if Angie and I don't see it, someone else in the group might see it that can answer the question.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got to think we're riding too. So just like you are, we may not see the message till we stop for gas or something. So somebody else may be able to see it. Some of our admins that aren't on the ride will be in the chat so they can answer or help guide you. In the passport book is emergency contact. So you'll be able to contact Granny Ma back here at Florida home base, and she can help disperse whatever help's needed. Of course, we'll have Karen with us in the car, and we'll have the chase vehicle. So we'll have different people out there to answer questions. Mr. McStash, is everyone starting with a fresh oil change? I would start with a fresh oil change, but hey, it's your bike, whatever you want to do. Larry, do we leave from Pontiac after the meetup or in the morning after? So we're going to leave the morning after, but the beauty of this is you have no schedule. You can do whatever you want. Rolla meeting is the next night. So if you want to drive all night.
Most of us are staying the night because a lot of us have gotten rooms there in Pontiac that night, which the hotels that we picked out are actually right on Route 66, right, Mandy? Yeah.
Yes.
So they're right on near where we're going to be staying for the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything we're doing is not, if it's off of Route 66, it's a block off. It's not, I mean, we're pretty much sticking to Route 66 the whole way. Oh, I did see somebody ask earlier about the murals in Missouri. There's a waypoint in that town, but I don't have every mural mapped out. So guys, if there's something specific you want to see that's in detail, I suggest you study that because I didn't.
Yeah, it's so the only thing the passport book you have, the waypoints that he's talking about, what's in the passport has waypoints. Anything else is going to be up to you guys to be able to get to.
Look at that. Orange County Chopper is in the house.
166.
Hi guys, what's up? The Orange County Chopper boys are here.
All right, so what did Flip ask?
That's actually where we're going to do our passport stamp, at the murals in Pontiac.
Right, and there are murals all along Route 66. Like in the middle of a field, you're going to see a mural, and you'll probably see Angie on her bike going through the field to get to the mural. But there are murals all over Route 66.
I think I failed to mention, Holly, talk about we've solidified and even made a meetup on it, which was something new we didn't talk in our last live, was Rubies.
Oh yeah. What night is that?
Goodness. So that would be
Tuesday
night. Tuesday night. Yeah.
Yeah, so Tuesday night, we actually have our passport stamp on Wednesday morning, but Tuesday night, Ruby's reached out to us, which is a restaurant on Route 66, apparently one of two that has a full bar in that town in Stroud, Oklahoma. And she is going to be blocking off streets and having a special menu and live music for us. And we are all invited to come and have dinner there and drinks and enjoy ourselves and her live music.
Yeah, she even said, didn't she say right there, like on one of the side streets, she's doing a bike show too?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has invited a whole nother bike group that's going to be doing something with us. So, but coming to enjoy meeting us and all of that as well. So.
Yeah, so she's super pumped. She's, it's her small business, but
bye, Rick.
She's right there on Route 66. So we are definitely going to be there, and I'll be looking forward to that night. That's that Tuesday night.
So Wednesday night is the Amarillo Hotel. So they're going to have a bar, food trucks, cornhole. We're going to have a cornhole tournament. It's just everybody's just hanging out, having a good time, relaxing, and having fun. And we did mention that that is where the Big Texan Steakhouse is as well. Some of you may want to peel off and go to that. They just said that they're really understaffed, having trouble finding help. So just expect long lines and long wait.
Yeah. So that was when we were talking about the Cactus Cove Inn with Chase, and that's in Amarillo, Texas. Rick's got to go.
Yep.
All right. Park in the. Do they have parking in the back? The Western. They have lots of parking.
They even said if you've got a tent, you can throw your tent up there.
Yep. Because I told them about some of you guys wanting to camp out, and the parking lot is not perfect by any means. It's not a place that's like registered as a campsite. It's definitely what's it called? Starts with a P. Primary, preliminary, primitive.
Primitive.
There you go. Ding, ding, ding. Was my
leave it to the West Virginia girl.
Takes us 5 hours to get to a 3-hour answer.
All right. What else?
Got another Ireland in the house. What's up, Straw Dog?
Hello. Any other questions, guys? I mean, whew, how long have we been on here?
A long time, an hour and 24
and a half.
minutes.
So,
Another 3.5 hours, and they'll be on as long as you were gone today.
I love you too.
All right, guys. I think that is it. If you have any questions, we're always, I wouldn't say we're always available, but you can reach us. So send us a message, send us an instant message. Be patient. I do try to answer them as soon as I can, but last night I got a message at, was it 10 o'clock?
You guys crack me up because my phone is going off on the messages from all of you guys. So yes,
Right. I literally got a message on Facebook at 10 o'clock last night. A buddy of ours from Nebraska, bike broke down in Cassville, Missouri, and he was trying to figure out what to do. We got him. He stayed the night. We got him to Rogers. I don't know what else has happened, but I put him in contact with Andy from the Switchback Bar, and they had a plan, was last I heard.
And you guys might know who it is too. Are you guys watching Brian McNiff? He rode the world record poker run with us from Nebraska.
He was the guy on the Indian whose headlight went out, and he strapped.
Right.
I remember that.
He strapped a Harbor Freight LED light to the front of his bike and rode the rest of it.
Yep.
And now his voltage regulator has went out.
So I don't know.
Sounds like he's ready for the ride then.
Right?
I don't know if Kyle's on here to talk to us for life, but he was trying to get to Tampa. He's trying to get down here to.
Yes.
Hopefully, we get to see Brian. Speaking of Tampa, if the OCC boys are on here, we'll be there Thursday night. We'll see you guys coming for the chopper build. One of our good friends won the chopper build, and they're going to give him the bike on Thursday night. So we'll be there.
He has the Just Against Children Drowning. You guys have seen us do rides for them. Well, the owner of that charity won the Dream Chopper a couple years ago. So the Dream Chopper is done, and they're unveiling it Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. So,
Oh.
all right, I got Rick messaged me. I got yours. I got Christina's. So you guys that have been messaging me, I got your messages as we've been talking in the live stream, and I'll get back to you. But I think that's it. You guys get in touch with us if you have questions. Who said we must have duct tape?
I usually carry electrical tape. Duct tape just takes up too much room, but same difference, only skinnier. All right, guys, I think that's it. I am wiped. It's been fun. I can't wait to take the ride with you guys. This is the last live before we go on the ride. So, yeah, follow along. Should be a good time.
I can't wait to see you guys. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.